Underway, the 2019 Torian Pro event number 1, coinciding with the open workout 20.5. We're here at Pat Rafter Arena, and we have got 8 wonderful women on the floor. Alongside me on the floor, Rory McKerney giving his expert tips right throughout this evening and the following 2 days. And Ro, any strategies you're seeing so far?
Well, one obvious one that jumps out, and I can't take credit for this, has come from Chyna. Every single woman chose to start on the muscle-ups, which I think is a very prudent decision for the female division, and pulling off large chunks to the best of your ability. Tia-Clair Toomey in particular, she went for a round of, she went for a set of 10 before she dropped down, and now she's on to the wall balls. Carl Webb looks like she took a break, she went back to the muscle-up. So very interested to see between these 2 women what they plan to do in terms of their breakup, and I'll get you numbers for them as soon as possible.
So keep in mind, the number we are looking for is 240 reps, and Ro will give those to you as we move along throughout the 20 minutes. But as you mentioned, Ro, 20 minutes on the time cap, but these ladies are definitely not going to need it.
Tia-Clair Toomey now through 28 reps on the wall ball, so 9 muscle-ups was the official count. Plus, looks like she went for 30 wall balls straight, and now she's on to the rower. Shane Orr right behind her. And I'd say definitively Tia-Clair Toomey currently the leader in the clubhouse.
Tia loves a muscle up and getting a lot better on the rower. I was privy to judging her a couple of years back for an open announcement, and the rower actually stopped the second she got on the rower, so that wasn't a great start to my judging career with Tia-Clair Toomey, but didn't phase her any, nor will a competition like this. Bottom of the screen, Courtney Haley, Tasia Percevecz, Chyna Cho.
Chyna Cho now through 43 repetitions. And Tasia in particular, I know that she was not looking forward to the muscle-up. She got pretty nervous before this one, but now she's chewing through them just fine. And Tasia through 15 muscle-ups. She's got 30 of her 120 wall ball shots in the bag, so that's a total of 45, just edging out her teammate Chyna Cho at the moment.
Speaking of Tasia's muscle-up, an event like this, where Dave Castro has pretty much said, choose your own adventure, this will enable you to strategize a little bit more if your muscle-ups aren't as strong as, say, someone like Tia-Clair Toomey's. You can have a little bit of a break doing wall balls and rowing while you recover.
Yeah, that's right. You know, you could do all those movements in the beginning. The interesting thing, and this doesn't pertain to the women who you're watching on your screen right now, but the only tiebreak that exists in the workout is at the completion of your row and wall balls. Why did we structure it that way? I'm sure that it has to do with the fact that lots of people don't have their muscle-ups. You're going to see a lot of scores, a big traffic jam there on the leaderboard for people who have only finished the row and the wall balls. But that's right, Jeremy, you could leave all those for last if you don't have great muscle-ups. Get through them, and some people will obviously PRing in this event, and some people will be going for, who knows, 5, 10, just trying to tick off as many as they can. But remember, if you are not going to finish the workout or you're just working towards muscle-ups, you want to get the row and the wall ball out of the way first.
3.5 minutes down, day 1 action. If you're just tuning in to the 2019 Torian Pro, we're live at Pat Rafter Arena, the Queensland Tennis Centre in Brisbane, Australia. If you're not too sure where that is, it's on the east coast of Australia, and big thank you to all of those people tuning in from all around the world. Bumper crowd in here to see 20.5 throwing down, the first event of the Torian Pro, and our first chance to see the ladies on the floor for this weekend.
Jeremy, we've got Tia-Clair Toomey, 55 wall ball shots done, 30 calories on the row completed, 20 calories on the row completed, pardon me, and 16 of her 40 muscle-ups done as well. Ticking away, and I'll tell you what, on the score sheet, that looks like it's about halfway.
Interesting that she's gone out with a lot of wall balls to start with and leaving a few more muscle-ups in the tank.
And for those of you who geek out on this, she's pulling at about 1,042 calories per hour, so that's her tempo. Now past 10 calories on this particular round.
Chyna Cho, good for you, CrossFit. Partner to one of the old school CrossFitters, Freddie Camacho. And great to see the ladies out here from CrossFit Mayhem. Tasia and Chyna just to the left of screen in the blue and the white.
Jeremy, I've got 50 wall balls done for Cara Saunders, 20 calories done, and 21 of her 40 muscle-ups. She's attacking these muscle-ups.
So roughly the same amount of reps done for both Tia and Cara. But Cara, all important muscle-ups, getting those out of the way.
Well,
Tia looks as though she's going through a big set of muscle-ups at the moment.
That's right, and remember that she's decreasing every single time, so she's giving herself a little bit of a mental break. And you can see there again the Professor Shane Orr next to her, coaching her through this, letting her know what he wants her to put out. Tia-Clair Toomey, 23 of her 40 muscle-ups done. And now just past her 60th wall ball, 38 of her 80 calories out of the way as well.
So still plenty of wall balls left for Tia-Clair Toomey, 17 muscle-ups remaining. But we've only hit the 6-minute mark. So expect some very fast times, especially from Tia-Clair Toomey and Cara Saunders. Both on screen at present. Cara in the maroon and black and Tia in the blue left of screen.
I'll go ahead and offer a very public apology to Cara for continuing to use the name Cara Webb. I've just watched this woman compete for so long now, the better part of a decade. And here she is just ripping through the muscle-ups. So Cara has clearly chosen to attack the muscle-ups and tick off larger sets before she moves on to the other workouts, or the other movements.
Tia looking very good on screen. Shane adding that guiding voice into her ear as she's getting started on the row. As Ro mentioned before, 38 calories down on the row, 60 wall balls and 23 muscle-ups.
Cara Saunders, now 27 of her 40 muscle-ups are completed. She's ticking away on the rower. She's already got 20 calories down, now working towards 30. So Cara seems as if she's gone after the muscle-ups and the wall balls and leaving less of the rower. So she's trying to leave a little bit of rower for last. Now, what you guys can't see from where I'm at, I'm looking at Shane Orr actually has his strategy written down. It went 9 muscle-ups, 30 wall ball, 20 cal, 7 muscle-ups, 25 wall ball, and 18 cal, and so on down. And so they are sticking with a plan of decreasing reps on every single movement throughout the course of the weekend.
Tia just shaking those arms out, getting ready to attack another set of muscle-ups. As you mentioned, Ro, more decreasing reps mentally. It is definitely easier to be doing decreasing reps.
And for those watching at home who are fans of the sport, I don't know that we've ever seen a busier field of play. We've got news cameras out here, we've got coaches, we've got people who are doing video submission. It's a different vibe altogether, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I like it a lot.
It's actually very difficult to make you out, Ro, on the floor. What would there be, like 70, 80 people out there?
Yeah, roughly, roughly. Now, was that a knock on me? I feel like I stand out in the crowd.
Oh, you do now. I can see you now. Your big calves have come into shot.
Those are big calves that are not going to help me on any of these muscle-ups. Tia-Clair Toomey continues to absolutely annihilate this workout, taking very short rests.
Keeping in mind, Pat Vellner with just over 11.5 minutes for 20.5 earlier today. We've ticked over 9 minutes already. So expect in the last 2 to 3 minutes that Tia is really going to start plowing on, and those decreasing reps on the muscle-up, they're going to come into play.
And hey, you know what, Jeremy? Let me apologize. The muscle-ups for Tia since the second round have stayed at 7. So it's the calories have decreased. But it's a very, very strategic arrangement that we have here between Shane and Tia.
Between 2 phones and a bit of paper and talking to Tia, he's got a tough job ahead of him.
Only 10 muscle-ups remain for Tia-Clair Toomey. She's passed 54 calories on the rower and 100 wall ball shots. So Tia-Clair Toomey, just 9:48 into this workout, is chewing away with 10 muscle-ups remaining. 20 wall balls remaining, and well, let's call it 20 calories on the row as well.
Chyna Cho still looking very strong on her muscle-ups. Cara finishing off another set of muscle-ups, moving on to the wall balls.
Hey, Jeremy.
She's actually going back to the muscle-ups again.
Let's not get lost on Chyna Cho. Chyna Cho, 34 of her 40 muscle-ups done, 50 of her calories on the row, and now she's passed 100 on her wall ball shots as well. So if I'm not mistaken, the race is between lane 3 and lane 4. That's Chyna Cho and Tia-Clair Toomey.
Nearly at the 11-minute mark. Event number 1 of the Torian Pro for 2019 and 20.5, the same event. Tia now finishing off another set of muscle-ups.
4 reps remain for Tia-Clair Toomey on the muscle-ups. 4 more muscle-ups.
Just taking a little bit of time to get that wall ball in her hands before she started off. Doesn't look as comfortable as I'm used to seeing her.
I think that's a side effect of how fast she's attacking this workout, if I'm being quite honest with you. A little bit steamy down here on the competition floor, but I think that it's just that she's moving so fast. If she goes unbroken here, these will be her last 20 wall ball, which means only 4 muscle-ups and 10 calories will remain on the rower for Tia-Clair Toomey.
Tia finishing off those wall balls. Chyna Cho moving to the rower. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Ro, but has Tia just got her muscle-ups to finish?
That is not correct. We still have 10 calories on the row as well. So 10 calories remaining after these muscle-ups, and she'll be wrapping this up. Only 2 more muscle-ups for Cara remaining. So Tia-Clair Toomey now rounding out her event on the final 10 calories. Chyna Cho also racing to the finish line, but she has 20 calories remaining.
So Tia-Clair Toomey, your 3-time CrossFit Games champ, your original Torian Pro winner, and back here on the Torian floor once again. Looks as though she is going to take out 20.5 and event number 1 of the Torian Pro for 2019. And unofficially, 12:54 for Tia-Clair Toomey. And that is exactly what the crowd has come to see.
Chyna Cho will be your next athlete if we get our eyes there on lane number 3. Now, you'll remember, Jeremy, the significance of this for Chyna. Although an amazing performance, she's on a team, and the open is less significant for the team. And on top of that, Chyna was the demo girl, so she had access to this workout before. Nonetheless, watching her come close to Tia-Clair Toomey on an event like this is absolutely amazing. And I got to give you credit for what you said. Tia-Clair Toomey is just a puddle of a person on the ground there.
Chyna Cho crawling off of the rower, and she will be the second to finish.
Just by seconds over Maddie Sturt, though. Maddie Sturt, Jess Coughlan, a race to the finish.
Chyna in lane number 3, all done. Bottom of screen in the blue and white. Tia in the center of screen. Cara trying to finish. Maddie Sturt done. Jess Coughlan. So we've only got a couple of athletes remaining. Lindsay Vaughan to the top of the screen. Courtney Haley to the bottom left of screen. And Tasia Percevecz, lane number 2. With still 6 minutes left on our clock to get this done.
So, Jeremy, it goes Chyna Cho in second with 13:27. Maddie Sturt, 13:32, and just behind her by 4 seconds, Jess finished at 13:34.
Very tight race towards the end, especially for that second place. What a great job from Tia-Clair Toomey, however. Getting the job done once again. Cara still battling with that row.
Tasia Percevecz over the finish line now. And this will be Cara's last movement. She left a big chunk on the rower for last, which again, I think is a smart move. But I'll tell you what, having a baby 5 months ago.
That's a different story.
I'm still absolutely hugely impressed. Now, here's where Cara was smart. She got to do this event. She's going to pull herself out of the weekend. She's still in fantastic standing on the overall leaderboard in the worldwide standings. So if things go right, Cara revises her strategy and she tries this event again, we very well may see her qualify for the CrossFit Games through the Worldwide Open, which I can't even overstate how amazing that is. And there goes Cara finishing her event.
Plenty of support for Tia-Clair Toomey in the crowd. Great to see the youngsters coming out to support their heroes. Lindsay Vaughan now moving to the rower, the top of screen now, and Courtney Haley, bottom left of screen. The two gymnasts battling it out and battling that time clock before it hits that 20-minute mark. We will have a short break after we do finish, and we will get the hot heat of the gentlemen on the competition floor. Lindsay, long strokes on that row. And Courtney looks as though she has finished up her last set of muscle-ups.
And here's what's amazing about not just the Open, but even the top athletes. Now we're going to start battling against the time cap, which is 20 minutes. So we're 3.5 minutes away from the time cap now. Two athletes still working.
You did mention before, Ro, about Cara's strategy. When you have got an event like this and you've got a couple of days to recover before you've got to resubmit, you can really sit down and look at some numbers and look at some video footage.
Hey, I tell you what, here's what I like about this here's what I love about this event. You could do this thing 5 different ways. You could test this thing. Wouldn't that be fun to do it in a handful of different ways, find out what works, what doesn't, and come out with a different score. Some athletes who I spoke to absolutely detested that. They said, oh, well, then it becomes a strategy event and less about my work capacity. I disagree. I like the fact that people can try different things and see what they can put up and see how they can improve.
Courtney Haley just about to finish off her row, lane number 1. And Tia sitting by Lindsay Vaughan. As Lindsay, first trip to the CrossFit Games this year. Tia just going back to reset Lindsay's rower. So Lindsay Vaughan, top of the screen from CrossFit Ballina. Not too far from here, only a couple of hours south. Courtney Haley, bottom of screen to the left. 1 muscle up remaining.
This will be Lindsay's final 10 repetitions, final 10 calories. So she's bringing it home.
Interesting strategy from Courtney Haley, leaving the muscle-ups to last.
You know, I think that could be because of weakness, right? That could that's another thing about the event, is that you get to strategize based on your strengths and your weaknesses. So the good Lord knows that I'll be doing very small sets on those muscle-ups.
And Lindsay Vaughan not too far away from finishing. And it looks as though Lindsay Vaughan has completed 20.5. With just over 1 minute left on the time cap. And you were right the whole way, Ro. I reckon we saw about 20 different strategies and multiple strategies from different athletes all the way through.